No, ladies and gentlemen, that title does not deceive you. A YouTuber with 42 subscribers, has just gotten a copyright takedown from Aniplex. Thanks, guys. Very fucking cool of you, okay? Now, you might be wondering, how the hell did this happen? I don't know. I don't fucking know. Why are you asking me? Listen, all I got was an email from YouTube saying, yeah, so remember that one video that you made like 5 months ago? It's gone. You can't get it back. You got a takedown, bitch. You ain't getting that shit back. First off, it's a Japanese company, so don't even bother fighting this shit anymore. You're fucked. Okay? So, basically, as any self-respecting YouTuber would, I am going to take very much advantage of this to get that sweet, sweet views. Not money, because I don't make money off this shit, okay? Now, I should probably give you some background, because as any self-respecting YouTuber, I need to stretch out this video long enough so that the views actually count. So, basically, about 5 or 6 months ago, I made a video talking about My Dress-Up Darling, or Sano Biscuit doll, as I like to call it, because it's honestly a much better name. So, basically, I made the video. It was talking about the first episode of the anime. I was like, okay, here's the differences between the anime and the manga. It was okay, alright? This was all during the time when Sano Biscuit doll was gaining popularity, like, exponentially, right? And then, everyone's soon gonna start talking about it, right? So, as a YouTuber, I just want to cash in, and I want to get those free views, okay? The first video did okay, so I was like, alright, let me just make another one. Well, fuck it, why not, right? It also did okay, right? But after that, I was like, I don't really feel like making a video about Sano Biscuit doll anymore. It's not because I hate the series or anything. It's mostly out of just, it wasn't really fun to make the videos. Like, I love the anime. I loved watching it. However, making the videos itself was not fun and not entertaining to me and many people, I guess, in the slightest. So, I stopped making them, and I basically went back to what I already did before that, which was talking about this manga called Tonikaku Kawaii. Great manga, by the way. Go check it out. It's, well, it was fan-scanned by the same people that are currently doing Seno Biscuit doll, but we're not going to get to that rabbit hole. It's great series. Go check it out. You can find it on Manga Dex. So, I just focused on that, and I let those 2 videos basically, I guess, grow and do their own little thing, right, for those 5 months. Next thing you know, 5 months happen, and I'm getting an email from YouTube saying, so I remember that one video that you made? Yeah, we're taking it down. Sorry, Aniplex really just came along and was like, yeet! So my first theory, and in all honesty my main theory, is that I basically broke fair use and I guess I wasn't transformative enough with the content. So when it comes to the fair use thing, I re-looked at like what part got claimed. I looked at it, I'm like, it's basically the whole scene, like I said, of Gojo walking to school. And I'm like, okay, I guess that's explainable, you know. I basically, in essence, just copy and pasted. Like, I cut and I pasted that entire scene. Like, you know, I didn't really cut anything from it and, like, just put it on there, right? Which I was like, okay, I guess it makes sense, right? However, the issue is that I had a voiceover doing that. So it wasn't like any of, like, the sounds that the voice actors. No, none of that. It was just the actual scene itself, and I was voiceovering it, explaining it. Which I was like, okay, then, like, then the whole fair use thing doesn't really make too much sense, right? And I'm like, like I said, I looked at the video, and I'm like, there are so many other parts where I could have gotten claimed, right? So, basically, if you know, there's the whole scene where Marin, the main character, best girl, by the way, she basically is falling from the sky when she's first introduced, right? Now, in the video itself, I'm like, I can't even describe the scene because it's so perfect, right? Here you go. And I show the scene with no editing, alright? I just show that and I'm done, right? And I was like, okay, maybe that could have been the thing, right? But no, it wasn't. And also, like I said, the first part, I was like, how are these two parts that, in all honesty, are much more of a violation of fair use than that part in particular, right? So I was like, okay, that's weird. So then I think, oh, maybe it's because I wasn't transforming the content enough, right? So I look at the video again, I'm like, I have a simple question in my head. Is this transforming? Am I changing something from this that you couldn't gain from the anime episode itself? Now, personally, I think that, yes, I did change something, right? I was talking about the differences between the anime and the manga. I was comparing both of them, right? That's something that you don't get from the anime episode itself, right? So I'm like, okay, that's a good enough reason, right? Plus, it has been shown in YouTube history with AniTubers that you can just talk about an entire chapter. Granted, they don't show panels, which is probably another reason why I got into trouble was because I was showing panels of the manga, showing anime clips and stuff. Well, maybe that also was the reason why I was taken down. But it has been shown where, people are making reviews of manga chapters, right? And then again, with the whole argument of, because I showed the anime itself, right? There are anime channels that talk about anime episodes, and they show footage all the time. And, like, all they're doing is basically putting their voice over that, and maybe that's more transformative than my content, but still, I was like, so it's definitely not transformative content, right? And apart from that, I don't really know why I was claimed then. After all of this, I guess I can safely say that I've come down to, like, one conclusion, right? Because it's definitely not because I showed an anime clip, because there are other YouTube channels out there that do that, alright? If not, even more than I do. I did, like, maybe in total, I don't know, the clips themselves weren't even that long. Like, the anime clips channels, like I've said, they sometimes do 10-minute long, clips. Granted, they're all, like, different shows, but still, some of them do 5 minutes of, like, the same anime, right? Which, whatever, we're not getting into those. I don't, say that they're bad channels or anything, like I said, whatever. And it's definitely not because I didn't make the content transformative. I did make the content transformative. I was comparing both the anime and the manga. That is enough of being of transformative content. Plus, I was showing my face. Most of the video was me showing my face. So it's not those two. So I've come down to the conclusion that it's probably just Aniplex not really understanding the concept of fair use, right? The Japanese companies not understanding the concept of fair use has just been a thing when it comes to the anime community. Like any big YouTuber in the AniTube community will tell you, yeah, it's definitely because they don't understand fair use, and it's not because you broke anything, really. So does that mean that I now have to be like every other clips channel and just be like, under the U.S. law number fucking something and, like, a copyright act of 18 motherfucking something, this video is technically allowed, right? Does that mean I have to do that? Personally, I don't really feel like it, because that just seems kind of cheap, but whatever, right? So, like I said, I don't really know why my video was claimed. Maybe it was because they don't understand the concept of fair use. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. I basically made the first video private because I don't want them to get any money even if they unblock the video itself. And I've also made the second episode also private because I don't want this to happen again, because I don't really feel like it, okay? So, apart from that, I have nothing interesting to say. I am behind like 2 or 3 chapters of tonikaku kawaii, and I should get to that. This kind of just put a wrench into my whole plan of making those 2 videos. Then again, those recordings weren't even that good anyways. It was like too hot in my room for me to even concentrate. So, end of the day, I got claimed by a Japanese company. I don't know what to do, but at the end of the day, hey, that's just what the YouTube hustle is, Like I said, I have nothing interesting to say, and I guess goodbye.